Welcome to On the Beat, everyone. I'm Troy Thompson. I'm here with pharmacist Robert White from Robert's Apothecary. And today we're talking all about the flu shots. It's the month that we should all be doing it. Welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
Good.
Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit more in depth when it comes to the flu shot, because a lot of people don't like having it. Okay? Now, we all saw last year when we had COVID, and we still have it, but not as bad, but people were wearing masks and sanitizing their hands. Flus were down.
We saw zero flu.
Isn't it incredible?
Never happened.
That the humans can just transfer this flu so easily. I want to talk about the injections. How do we know we're getting the right type of injection for us when we go to the doctors? Because we don't get told that there's different ones.
Typically, the doctor will give what the doctor has in stock.
Right.
Now, we do have different age group flu vaccine.
Well, that's interesting to know. So, at what age should one start being given the flu injection?
Most children, the pediatricians are going to recommend get the flu shot by the time they are a year old. And
really?
And then every year thereafter.
Because it's funny you say that, because I always thought it was an old person's injection. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, you used to always think that it was someone over 70 that needed the flu injection, but now it's coming that younger and younger. Why is it working so well?
Well, some years it works well, some years it doesn't.
Because of different variants.
Different variants. There are different strains of flu, and it's always a guess as to which strains go into the vaccine for the upcoming season. It's typically based on what we see in the Far East, like China and Japan and Vietnam and Australia, because they're about 6 months ahead of us. And we see what...
I knew I was 6 months older than everyone else.
Yes, you are ahead. We see what strains of flu are going around then, and we'll put that in the vaccine to give
That's
in
interesting. I'll be on, all jokes aside, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I literally thought a lot of the countries followed America when it came to the injections and vaccines and things like that.
Busted.
Busted. Thank you. Now, let's talk a little bit about the vaccines now. You're saying everyone should be coming, what, the beginning of September, end of September? What's the typical injection time period?
A lot of people start coming early September. Sometimes the vaccines don't arrive until mid or late September, but from September, October, November, that's a good time to get flu shot. Okay,
I want to talk to you about the study. Oh, before I get to that, how long are you vaccinated for when you have the flu shot? Do you need a booster? Should you have another one in February?
We used to say one shot would do it for the season. Last year, they started saying it'd be good to get a booster, a second one, in January, February, particularly if you got yours early, like September.
Right. And our doctors would be giving us that advice, or coming into the pharmacists like you?
Doctors, pharmacists as well.
Do you keep a record of what flu vaccination you're giving me? As an example, if I was to come in and have that done, and then I came back to you 3 months later and said, hey, Robert, I think I need a booster.
We know exactly what we gave you.
Is it free for most people?
Free for most people.
And at supermarkets, pharmacies, all those sorts of things?
Yeah, typically insurance is going to pay for the flu vaccine.
I like that. I think that's fantastic. That
the booster, the second shot, insurance would not pay.
Any issues if you're pregnant and having the vaccine? Or should you stay away from it?
Typically not.
All right. We appreciate everything that you do for us, Robert. If you want to find out more information, there it all is up on the screen for you. Robert's Apothecary, and remember everyone, make sure you get your flu shots.